What's up, y'all? This is your girl, Miss Maggie T with Atlanta Falcons Nation. If you're new to the channel, I want you to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss another post from me, but definitely want to go ahead and get into a little bit of this Matt Ryan and Julio Jones talk. As this season has completely ended, we are no longer in the contend for a Super Bowl run. Now the question and the fingers are getting pointed at who needs to be tossed from the team. And of course, in that mix of conversation is Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. So kind of wanted to kind of get into a little bit of that talk about that. And, but you know, with us having a number 4 pick in the 2021 NFL draft, and of course with the quarterback class looking pretty well right about now, of course, the temptation is there to either get Matt Ryan's backup or replace him. Who knows, you know? But I get it. I understand that, you know, it's very, 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 very tempting draft, being that we are so far up at this particular time. But let's go ahead and get into what Off the Blank had to say on the matter, okay? Basically, he stated, what I think is most important is that we hire people who are, number one, the very best at their jobs. That goes without saying. Who will come forward with a plan for us to have a championship team, a competitive team, etc. And that may include Matt and Julio Jones for now, for the next 2 years, 3 years, or maybe not. I have no idea. You cannot hire the very best people you can hire, with whether it be general managers or head coaches, and then tie their hands and tell them, well, this person is off limits and that one is off limits and that one, blank said. What you're asking them for, which is not off limits and needs to be probed deeply. Do they have a championship plan? Do they have a plan on turn around the franchise sooner rather than later, so we're winning in 2021? Do we have a plan that's sustainable over a long period of time so we can make sure this team is competitive, not just for the next year or two, but over a longer period of time than that? However, that affects certain players. It's, you know, and with that from Off the Blank, it clearly states that he's ready to win, no matter what it takes to get there. And that also means that not everybody's job is safe. You know, how it's been for the past years, 13, mind you, with Matt Ryan. Sometimes you have to make the best decisions there is for this franchise in order to go ahead and get us to win. Now, that being said, what is the best option? You know, do you get somebody that's going to come in behind Matt Ryan and groom them and get them ready to be the replacement? Or do you just cut them all together and just take that cap hit? You know, that is the question, especially with Julio Jones and his nagging injuries that has kept him out for the remainder of the season this time around. What is the best option at this point, you know? So, with that being said, I don't personally believe in, of course, getting rid of Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. That's just my personal opinion. It's just too much of a cap hit. And then, you know, who gets rid of two of the best franchise players in this in this franchise? You know what I'm saying? Like, Julio Jones still has some left in him, as well as Matt Ryan. He has a good 2 or 3 years left. And especially when you get a new coordinator, you get all of this going, it definitely takes a quarterback about year 2 or so for them to even get comfortable with who's new. And we got to think about it. Matt Ryan's had quite a bit of coaching changes throughout the time. And I know I know people is going to argue about that and, you know, be in their feelings about it. And it's like, 13 years is enough. I get that. Like I said, Off the Blank is not stating that anybody is safe at this point. So with that being said, I definitely have been seeing that they've been interviewing some candidates for head coach and GM. And I do hope that the Falcons do take their time this time and choose the best candidates. We are definitely finna just change the entire culture, hopefully, with these decisions. And this is gonna make us or break us in these decisions. So I definitely don't want them rushing into who we think is pretty at this point, who's, everybody is want the popular one, but we need to make sure we make the best decision for winning within this franchise. Because to me, I feel like the game, the game plans and everything is outdated. The Falcons need to upgrade. We're too predictable on defense, especially defense. We definitely need some help there, as well as offense, But let's go ahead and look forward to the new season with a better attitude. Let's change everything. I want the slogans. I want everything to just kind of be a crash and burn at this point. But let's see who's going to remain on the roster. We have yet to see that. Some players that are on their final contracts right about now. So that being said, this is Maggie T with Atlanta Falcons Nation. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're listening to this right about now, I don't know what you're waiting on. But until the next time, this is Maggie T at Atlanta Falcons Nation, and I'm out. We are the nation. Peace.